Well guys, we heard all of your great feedback on our steering knuckle video that we recently did.
Dennis, that's
so
price.
20,000
That's
miles.
because they
Michael,
don't allow
4,000 kilometers.
Then you haven't even got to 30,000 kilometers.
In this video, we're going to be responding to some comments and feedback we got on the last video regarding the steering knuckle and the tyre wear issues that affects the BT50, D-Max and MUX from 2020 onwards. So make sure you go check out that last video if you haven't already, then come back to this video and see how we respond to those comments. We want to ensure you that Fulcrum and SuperPro aren't here to try and sell you some dodgy snake oil product. SuperPro spent over 2 years testing and developing this product to ensure it was the best and safest solution to fix this tyre issue that's affecting the majority of BT50, D-Max and MUX owners from 2020 onwards. So let's quickly just re-explain how a bad wheel alignment affects your four-wheel drive. So bad wheel alignments, I'm sure we've all used a shopping trolley before, and you're trying to push it around the shopping centre. It's sometimes really hard to get around those corners or even sometimes go straight, and the wheels in the front are just sort of going all over the shop. That's because of a bad wheel alignment setup. Now, a bad wheel alignment on your four-wheel drive, it's going to be hard to steer, you're going to get excessive tyre wear, and it's just going to be an overall driving experience that's not enjoyable at all. If you want to know more in-depth details about wheel alignments, we've already covered all of that in our latest video about the steering knuckles, and you can check out that video by clicking the link above. So on our wheel aligner, we've got a standard BT50 with nothing changed on it, it's unmodified, and we're going to show you what happens when you compress the suspension, and you'll see the toe change, and this is what bump steer is. So as you can see, as the car comes down and compresses, the toe is happening, it's happening toeing out, and on the screen you can see the toe change as well. You might be thinking on your normal day-to-day driving on the highway, your tyres aren't moving up and down that much. Well, I hate to tell you this, but you're wrong. Your tyres are actually moving up and down that much, just normal day-to-day driving. And in this footage, you can see the tyres constantly are going up and down, micro movements while you're driving to and from work or on the highway. And if you're going on potholed roads or even off-road, it's going to be far worse. One of the questions we kept seeing online was that a wheel alignment specialist can fix the bump steer by adjusting the alignment in a specific way. While that's not wrong, it's not really correct for this model. With most IFS vehicles, yeah, sure, the bump steer amount that you get, a wheel alignment specialist such as Fulcrum or another shop such as that can fix it and adjust the wheel alignment in a specific way to stop the tyre wear being so excessive. However, with these particular models, the BT50, MUX and D-Max, the tyre wear and the bump steer is so excessive that no amount of wheel aligning and fixing it in a certain way is going to really fix the problem entirely. It will mitigate it slightly. Sure, you might get an extra maybe 10,000 Ks out of your tyres, but if you're only getting 10,000 Ks to begin with, before you do this adjustment, you're only really getting 20,000 Ks, which is not very far. You should be seeing much higher time frame for your tyres. So now that the SuperPro steering knuckle has been installed in this vehicle, we're going to do the same simulated test as we did earlier in the video, and we're going to compress the springs and show you the total change in tow. So as you can see straight off the bat, there's not a huge amount of change in the toe angle. There's about 7mm change in total between the two sides. Before, we had over 60mm change in total from compression to full extension. So as we can see, this is a very clear indicator that the steering knuckle, once installed, does fix a large amount of the problem with the bump steer, and you'll notice a huge change in not only your tyre wear, but your actual driver fatigue. Now, the conversation of cost came up a fair bit online, and there is a couple factors for why the cost is where it is. And one of them being that SuperPro did spend over 2 years testing and developing this product to ensure that it's safe and also does the job. Plus also, they have used high quality steel in making this product. Now, when you factor in the cost of the product itself, compared to like 4 sets of tyres for the front, over the course of 2 years, you're going to be changing 4 sets of tyres roughly based on the data we have. When you think about it like this, you're wearing through tyres roughly every 10,000 Ks without the steering knuckle. You've only got to go 40,000 Ks before you've spent the amount of money that you could have spent on the steering knuckle instead. Now, most good tyres will last 60 to 80,000 Ks. So when you think about it like that, you really are saving a lot of money over the lifetime of your vehicle. Hopefully we've answered all the questions you guys had. If there is any other questions though that we haven't answered in this video, please do ask them down below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Otherwise, until next time guys, get out there and go exploring. Wear issue that's affecting the blah 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 blah. All right, let's try again. I'll do that again. Bit too wordy. Yeah.